Kinematics is description of the motion without referring to cause of motion. Without referring to the cause of your motion. Is it clear? So what is the kinematics, beta? Kinematics is the description of the motion without referring to the cause of your motion. The first thing which you should know in this one is displacement. Displacement is represented by S bar, that will be equal to your final position minus of your initial position. So if I'm writing in terms of coordinate, final position of x coordinate, initial quadrant of your x coordinate into I cap plus y final quadrant minus of y initial quadrant along your j cap plus z of final quadrant minus z of initial quadrant into your k cap. Yeah. Displacement is always equals to final position minus initial position. Okay, anyone tell me what is the distance, beta? Distance is your actual path length. Your actual path length. Like say for example, if I'm going from point A to your point B, directly line joining from A to B will be the displacement. A to B will represents me the displacement, the shortest path. If I'm going from your A to B like this, A to B somewhat like this, the longest path traveled by this one will be your distance. So in general, I can say that the longest path followed by the particle is a distance, and the smallest path between any 2 points, initial and final point, is known as of your displacement. Is it clear? Is it clear? Sure. So we got a distance, we got your displacement. Displacement means final position minus initial position, and distance means your actual path length. Actual path length means actual distance or longest distance you can say. Okay, sure. Next one is average velocity. Average velocity is nothing but velocity is a vector quantity. So displacement is also a vector quantity. So we call this one as of your total displacement divided by your total time. Total displacement divided by your total time. So that will be equal to your S divided by T. Units will be meter per second. In the same way, if I am talking about your average speed, speed is a vector quantity, scalar quantity. So distance is also a scalar quantity. So I can say that when it is your total distance divided by your total time. Total distance divided by total time. That is nothing but of your d divided by t. Even for this one, the units are meter per second. Okay. So distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Clear? Is it clear, beta? Sure. Next one. Average acceleration. What do you mean by acceleration, beta? Change in velocity. Change in velocity divided by time. So that is equals to delta V divided by delta T. That is average. Or else we can write this one as final velocity minus initial velocity divided by your T. Okay. If I'm talking about instantaneous velocity, instantaneous velocity, that means at that particular time. So we use a differentiation ds divided by dt, or we use dr divided by your dt. Clear? Instantaneous velocity means a velocity at a given instant of your time. At a given instant of your time. The same way, if I'm talking about instantaneous acceleration, instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration means what, beta? Rate of change of velocity. Okay, that means I can write acceleration a bar is equals to dv divided by dt, or else this can also be written as of your d by dt. In the place of velocity, we can write dr by your dt. That means this will become for me double differentiation of your position divided by your dt square. Clear? Very important. You can write in terms of s or in terms of your r beta. Anything is one and the same. Is that clear? Any doubt to anyone in this one? So displacement is the shortest path between any two particles. Distance is the actual path or longest path. Displacement is a vector quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. If I'm talking about the first parameter on which the problems are based in kinematics, the first one is average velocity. Average velocity means total displacement by total time, and average speed means total distance by total time. Units for both of them is meter per second. Average acceleration is change in velocity by time. That is delta V by delta T, or V final minus V initial divided by T. Instantaneous velocity means velocity at a given instant of a time, at a particular time. So it is ds by dt or dr by dt. Instantaneous acceleration means rate of change of velocity. That is a is equals to dv by dt. Or in the place of v, you can write dr by dt. So it will become for me dr square divided by dt square. Units for this one is, can anyone tell me the units? Meter per second square. Velocity units are meter per second. Clear, beta? And very important in the graph condition, dx by your dt, that will give me your tan theta. That is nothing but slope of your x versus your t graph gives me what? Velocity. Okay, the same way dv by dt, also your tan theta. That means slope of your vt graph, slope of your vt graph gives me acceleration. Clear? Clear? Any doubt in this one? Dheeraj? Basic terminology is only, beta. Basic terminology is only. Dx by dt is nothing but tan theta, so it is the slope of your xt curve. Xt curve will always gives me what? Velocity. dv by dt is nothing but tan theta, so slope of your velocity versus time graph will always gives me what? Acceleration. Okay. Next one is uniform motion. Now tell me what is mean by uniform motion, beta? In uniform motion, acceleration will be 0 and velocity will be constant. You remember that much only. Don't go again in much detail. For uniform motion, acceleration will be 0 and velocity will become for me constant. So distance or displacement will be equal to how much better? Distance or your displacement will be equal to velocity into time. So we write this one as S is equals to V into T. In a straight line, distance traveled is equals to how much for me? Velocity into time. Clear? Okay.
Clear.
Distance will never be negative beta. Will never be negative. Whereas displacement can be positive, negative, or it may be also 0. Or it may also be 0. Clear? Karunya, what no sir beta? Okay, chalo, very good. Let me give you some examples. The particle is moving in a circular path like this. Okay. See, I'm going from this point to this point. Okay. So this is your P and this is your Q along the arc. Along the arc. And radius of this one is, say for example, R. So when I'm going from your arc of this one from P to your Q, can you tell me what will be the distance and what will be the displacement? Distance will be the arc length. Distance is equals to arc length. Arc length of what? P to Q. Can anyone tell me what is an arc length better? Like see in theta, in the circular path, if I'm going from point A to some point B, the angle made by this one is theta and this is L, isn't it? Now how do you write the value of your theta beta? Theta is equals to arc length L divided by radius, isn't it? L divided by radius. So what is the distance here right now? P to Q. Distance is nothing but equal to your how much for me? 90 degrees. 90 degrees means how many radians beta? Half quadrant. That is nothing but pi by 2. Isn't it? Angle is nothing but equal to how much for me? Pi by 2. So I'll write here right now in detail. So theta will be equal to how much for me? Arc length means L is equals to theta into R. So what is the theta here beta? 90 degrees. That is in radians pi by 2 into R. So distance will become for me pi R divided by your how much? Pi R divided by your 2. Clear? Pi R divided by 2. So distance will be equal to your pi R divided by 2. Can anyone tell me what is displacement? Displacement means line joining these two. Pythagoras theorem, R and R, this will become for me R square plus R square. That will be equal to root 2R. So displacement will become for me root 2R. Clear for everyone? Any doubt in this question?
No doubt, sir.
Displacement, how is R beta? So this is R, this is R. So line joining between P and Q will be the displacement. Clear? Sure. See this one. Listen it very carefully. You need to tell me. Say if I say that If a body covers n equal distances, n equal distances with velocities v1 comma v2 comma v3 comma so on up to your vn, then average speed will be can anyone see, this is your straight line, you're going from point A to your point B. Okay, so from A to some point right now here, some distance of your d, you are covering with a velocity of v1, n equal distance, another distance d with velocity v2, another distance d with velocity v3, another distance d with velocity v4, another distance d with velocity v5, go on up to your n part definition. Okay, so average velocity will be equal to how much, beta? What do you write the average velocity? I told you
Total distance.
v average
Total.
is equals to total distance, how many, n into d, divided by total time t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus so on. So ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ పోవడానికి time t1, from here to here the time t2, from here to here time t3, from here to here time t4, like that go on. That means I can write this one as v average is equals to n into d divided by, how do you write the time, beta? Just now I told you. See here, from this one time is equals to distance by velocity. So I can write here time also in terms of distance by velocity. That means this will become for me how much? D by your v1 plus d by your v2 plus d by your v3 plus so on up to your dn. That is nothing but whatever the conditions you are having, d divided by your vn. Okay now? If I simplify this one further, this will become for me v average is equals to, everywhere this d gets cancelled, beta, isn't it? So this will become how much for me? N divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus so on, like that. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Isn't it? Now tell me, if n is equals to 2, what will be the answer? If n is equals to 2, for this one I'm writing.
2v1, v2.
Equals to 2, if I'm taking, v average will become how much for me? 2 divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. If I take the LCM of that one, that will become how much for me? 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. So it is 2v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Yeah. Any doubt?
No doubt, sir. And ఇప్పుడు యూనిఫామ్ మోషన్ మీద ఉన్న క్వశ్చన్ వస్తాయి అంటే ఈక్వల్ డిస్టెన్స్
కాబట్టి we are using the relation s is equals to v into t. So time is equals to your distance traveled by velocity. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
One is having some doubt. Yes, sir. See this one. This is your velocity versus time graph. If I'm taking some curve in this one, like this. So v is equals to how much I can write? Dx divided by dt. That means if I'm writing dx is equals to how much for me? V into dt. So integrating on both sides. Integrating on both sides. I can write integral of dx will be equal to integral of v into dt, isn't it? So I can say that area under vt graph gives me what? Dx. That is nothing but displacement from s1 to your s2 if I'm going. So this will become for me s2 minus x1. S2 minus S1 is nothing but what for me? Displacement, that not the distance. Make sure of that one. Area under velocity versus your time graph will always gives me what beta? Displacement. Is it clear? Is it clear? Area under VT graph will give me what? Displacement. Area under VT graph gives displacement. Clear?
Slope తీస్తే యాక్సలరేషన్ సార్.
Is beta?
Slope తీస్తే యాక్సలరేషన్ సార్.
Slope. If I'm taking the slope, that will give me what? Acceleration. Area under VT will give me the displacement. Okay?
ఓకే సార్.
Chalo, even this one. Next one. If I'm taking the graph like this, now you tell me. This is your acceleration versus time graph. Area under acceleration.
వెలాసిటీ.
No. A is equals to dv by dt. Okay. So this will become for me dv is equals to what? A into dt. Integrate on both the sides. Integral of dv is equals to integral of a into dt. Isn't it? So times are for this one t1 to t2. Velocity is v1 to your v2. Integral of dv is nothing but v, upper limit minus lower limit, v2 minus v1. That is equals to integral of your a into dt. Limits are from t1 to t2. That means this one is right now what? Area. Area under your a and t. A and t will give me what? V2 minus V1 means what? Change in velocity, not velocity. Change in velocity. Clear? Clear?
Clear.
So I can say that area under AT graph. Area under your AT graph gives change in velocity, but not velocity. Okay? Is it clear?
సార్ మరి దీనికి స్లోప్ తీస్తే ఏమొచ్చు సార్?
Yes, beta?
స్లోప్ 80 స్లోప్.
No, there is nothing that one. It will give me jerk beta. అది మనకు లేదు syllabus.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay?
ఓకే సార్.
See this question. A particle moves along a path A, B, C, D as shown in figure. Okay, we need to calculate the magnitude of net displacement of the particle from A to D. Okay, so I'm giving a diagram like this. This is your A, this is your B, this is your 4 meters. Then like this I'm going, this one is your 3 meters. And from here to here I'm going, this one is C. Sorry, this one is C and this one is your D. This one is your D. This is the starting point, that is your ending point. Can anyone try me? What is the magnitude of the displacement of the particle from your A to D?
సార్ magnitude of displacement అంటే ఇప్పుడు distance
Given
కదా.
an angle of 37 degrees like this. Okay, and this one is 5 meters. This one is 4 meters. Yes, beta?
అప్పుడు magnitude of distance అంటే వాల్యూ అండ్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ యొక్క వాల్యూ అండ్ డిస్టెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలా సార్ ఇప్పుడు?
Magnitude means we need to find out the resultant.
Resultant.
Directly you can tell me the answer. See, I'll take another pen. This is your 4 meters like this. This one is your 3 meters like this. And this one is like 5 meters. This is D. This is how much for me? 3. The line joining initial and final. This is a point A. A to D is a displacement together. The point C. That means A to C plus C to D. This is your angle 37. This one is 5. So C to D అయితే ఎంత ఉంది మన దగ్గర 5. A to C is how much better? Pythagoras theorem 3 and 4. That means this will become for me how much? Under root of your 4 square plus 3 square. 4 square is 16. 16 plus 9. Root 25. That means 5. So this is 5. So that will be equal to 10 meters. Okay. Any doubt in this one?
No doubt.
Clear? Yeah. See one more question here. If acceleration of your particle, is given by A is equals to, say for example, some 3t square. Okay, find velocity of particle. Velocity of your particle at time t is equals to some 3 seconds. Okay, if
18 sir.
initially particle was at rest. Enta? How much?
18.
How?
Differentiation చేశాను సార్.
What is asking you? See, acceleration is given and is asking us to calculate velocity.
Last.
So acceleration is your 3 into t square. Is asking velocity is how much? Time is given how much for me? Or 3 seconds. Starting from the rest. At t is equals to 0. Initial velocity will be 0. At t is equals to 3 seconds. Final velocity we need to find out. That means v2 minus v1 will be equal to integral of your a into dt. Limits are from t1 to your t2. v2 we need to calculate. V initial is 0. That is integral a is equals to 3t square into dt. Limits are 0 to your 3. So v2 will be equal to 3 out. integral of your t square into dt, limits are 0 to 3. So that is equals to 3. Integral of t square into dt is how much better? T cube divided by 3. Limit 0 to 3. This 3 will get cancelled. Upper limit minus lower limit. 3 cube minus 0 cube. So 3 cube is how much better? 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3 is a 9. 9 3 is a 27. 27 meter per second. What it?
సార్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ చేయకూడదా?
Differentiation ఎందుకు చేస్తావు చెప్పు?
యాక్సలరేషన్ ఇచ్చి వెలాసిటీ అన్నాడు కదా సార్.
యాక్సిలరేషన్ ఇస్తే ఇప్పుడు వెలాసిటీ v is equals to dx by dt వస్తుంది. యాక్సిలరేషన్ అంటే dv by dt. వెలాసిటీ ఇస్తే నువ్వు డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ చేస్తే యాక్సిలరేషన్ వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో కూడా వెలాసిటీ రావాలంటే dv is equals to a into dt రాస్తావు కదా.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్.
Isn't so? That is the reason you need to do what? Integration.
Yes sir.
Yeah, sure. Very good. Clear? Any doubt? We'll do one more thing. Say for example, if I say that if a man has a velocity as v is equals to 3t square, so find out his displacement after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds of his start. Come on, try to do it. Anyone? 8, very good. See, velocity is given is asking the displacement. V is equals to, what is the formula? dx divided by dt. Dx is the displacement, so bring out dx. Dx will be equal to v into dt. So integrate it. Integral of dx is equals to integral of v into dt. Integral of dx from 0 to some s anukundam. So that will be equal to your s. That is equals to integral v is given as 3t square into dt. Limits are from 0 to 2. So that is 3 out. Integral of t square is how much for me? T cube divided by 3. Limits are from 0 to 2. This one will get cancelled. So this one is how much for me? T cube. That means in the upper limit, that is 2 cube, we need to keep minus 0 cube. That means 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So that will be equal to 8 meters. And then very good. So let me give you one more example. Say the relation dt is equals to root 3x plus 6 describes the displacement. The displacement of a particle in one direction, where x is in meters and t in seconds. Okay. Now the question is the displacement when velocity is 0. When velocity is 0. This is our question. Can anyone try it better? The relation 3t is equals to root 3x plus 6 describes the displacement of the particle in one direction. So whenever you get such type of an equation, try to bring the x outside. So first try to simplify the given equation. See, 3t is equals to root 3x plus 6. So bring the 3x out. That means root 3x. This is 3x total beta. Root 3x will be equal to. Can anyone tell me how much it will be beta?
3t minus 6.
Very good. This will be 3t minus 6. I need to get the value of x. That means 3x. Remove the root. This will become for me 3t minus 6 whole square. Isn't it? Clear? This is in the form of what? A minus b whole square. What is a minus b whole square?
A square plus b square. A
Square
minus
plus b square
minus 2.
minus 2ab. So here it is 3t minus 6 whole square. That means it is your 3t whole square plus this one is minus 6 whole square minus 2 into a value is 3t and b value is how much? Minus 6. I can directly write it out. You need writing again the sign conventions. Direct formula I can write into your 6. Isn't it? So that will be equal to how much for me? 3t square means 9 into t square plus 6 6 is 36 minus this one is how much better? 2 3 is 6. 6 into 6, how much it will be?
36.
This one is how much better? Enter.
ఏది సార్ 23 నా 6
Into 3t into 6. 2 6 is 12. 12 3 is how much?
36 sir.
36 into t. This value is how much right now? 3x. So 3x is equals to, I can write this one as of here. Can you tell me how can I write beta? If I am removing the value of your 3, this one is 9 into t square plus 36 minus of 36t. So 3 ones are 3 3s are 3 12s. This one also 12s. That means x value will be equal to how much for me? 3t square minus 12t plus 12. Any problem?
No problem.
Chalo, I got the value of x. So v is equals to dx by your dt. Okay. So that is equals to d in the place of x 3t square minus 12t plus 12 divided by your dt. Differentiation. This is 3. Differentiation of t square is how much for me? 2t. Isn't it? Minus in this one 12. Any of 12 differentiation is 0. So this is 60 minus 12. This is the velocity. Isn't it? What is asking the problem? The displacement when velocity is 0. Now see, when I take velocity is 0, we'll be getting the time. So from this one, I'll be getting 60 is equals to 12. 6 ones are 6 twos are. That means at what time the velocity is 0? 2 seconds. Isn't it? Now tell me the value of x when the velocity is becoming 0. So at t is equals to 2 seconds, displacement will be x is equals to 3 into 2 square minus 12 into your 2 plus 12. So this will be equal to how much beta? 3 into 2 square is nothing but 4 minus 12 2s are 24 plus 12. How much will be getting? 3 4s are 12. ఎంత వస్తుంది మొత్తం చెప్పండి?
0 నే కదా.
0. That's it. Got it. Very good. Good model, beta. Go through it once again. Any doubt in this one, please let me know. Okay, chalo. Next one. Next heading. Uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion. Don't do the PhD in this topic, beta. Direct to straightforward problems on for your NEET. Don't go for lengthy questions and don't refer n number of books. Do any one book and do it repeatedly with previous PYQs. That's it. Okay. Sure. See, when I'm using a word uniformly accelerated motion, what are the equations which comes in your mind, beta? The first kinematic equation is V is equals to U plus AT. Second kinematic equation, S is equals to your ut plus half of your a into t square. And third one is nth part of relation, or v square minus u square is equals to 2as. And distance traveled in nth second, nth is equals to your how much better? U plus of your a by 2 into your 2n minus 1. Isn't it? See, if I'm writing this one in displacement, S is equals to your x2 minus x1, that will be equal to your u into t plus half into a into t square. So I can write from this one, x2 will be equal to your x1. X1 will go here right now. X2, this will become for me x1 plus u into t plus half into a into t square. Clear? Any doubt in this one? Note this one. So many times asked in competitive examination. If acceleration is in same direction as velocity, whatever the direction is the velocity, if acceleration is also in the same direction, then speed of the particle, what happens? Can anyone tell me? Speed of the particle increases, because when acceleration means force only, now force is in the same direction, velocity is also in the same direction, so obviously the particle speed will be increasing. So the particle speed will be increasing. Is it clear? Sure. One more point. If acceleration is in opposite beta, acceleration is in opposite direction to velocity, then what happened to its speed? Then speed decreases. If the speed is decreasing, then it is known as, anyone? Retardation. Then it is known as what? Retardation. Clear? Is it clear, beta? If acceleration is in the same direction as the velocity, then the speed of the particle increases. If the acceleration is in opposite direction to the velocity, then the speed of the particle will be decreasing. Clear?
మరి పర్పెండిక్యులర్ గా ఉండే సార్,
Yes, beta.
పర్పెండిక్యులర్ గా ఉంటే
Perpendicular అయితే 0. The acceleration is in the same direction as your velocity, then the particle speed increases. Okay, if acceleration is in opposite direction velocity, then what happened to the speed? Speed decreases. Then it is known as what? Retardation. If it is perpendicular, then they will never meet better. They will never meet.
ఏం మీట్ అవ్వదు.
Both of them are moving perpendicular kada. There is no chance of meeting for them.
యాక్సిలరేషన్.
Yeah. Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
This point. If U and V are your initial and final velocities. Okay, then what is its average velocity? Like I'm starting from here to here. Initial velocity is U and final velocity is V. Displacement between them is S and time taken is T. So average velocity ఎంత అవుతుంది చెప్పండి? Average velocity will be equal to average of that one, V plus U divided by 2. Okay, then if I'm talking about its displacement will be equal to what beta? It's average velocity into time. That means V plus U divided by 2 into your T. Done? Very good. So if U and V are the initial and final velocities, average velocity is V plus U and displacement is average velocity into your time. Clear?
సార్ రెండో ఫార్ములా మీద ఒక ఏదైనా సమ్మేయండి సార్. రెండో ఫార్ములా అప్లికేషన్ చెప్పు.
రెండో ఫార్ములా అప్లికేషన్ చెప్పమంటావా?
అవును సార్.
Seriously. Like say this is a displacement. The particles here initial velocity is moving with 10 meters per second. And here the final velocity is V is equals to 20 meters per second. Distance between them is, say for example, 135 meters. Okay. Now what I am asking you is time T is equals to how much? First what we need to do? Average velocity. Average velocity ఎంత వస్తుంది చూడండి. Average velocity is equals to V plus U divided by 2. V is how much for me? 20. U is how much for me? 10 divided by 2. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 divided by 2. That means this will become how much for me? 15. 15 meters per second is average velocity. Now displacement formula. S is equals to V plus U divided by 2 into your T. Displacement is given in the problem 135. V plus U is given how much for me? 15 into your T. So T will become how much better? T will become for me 135 divided by 15. Any times both of them. 15 tens are 150. That means 15 nines are. So that will become for me 9 seconds. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Clear beta?
That's clear, sir.
Yes, beta. Sure. Now tell me the clarity of this one also, beta, once. If I'm talking about distance covered in nth second, whenever I'm using the word distance covered in your nth second, that means distance traveled in nth second is always equals to distance traveled in n seconds minus distance traveled in n minus 1 seconds. Clear?
That's clear, sir.
Like if I'm talking distance traveled in 5th second, that means distance traveled into 5 minus distance traveled in your 5 minus 1, 4. Okay, now? Distance traveled in 3rd second means what I'll write? Distance traveled in the 3 minus distance traveled in the 2, 3 minus 2. Distance traveled in 4th second. That means distance traveled in 4th second minus distance traveled in the 3rd second. Okay, now?
Okay, sir.
See this one. If I'm having velocity here and time here, anything above this axis will be positive. Okay, this will be positive. This will be positive. But down one will be negative. Above the axis, positive. Below the axis, negative. Now, can you tell me what is the distance in this one, beta? Distance will be equal to, like say if this is your 1, this one is say for example 2, this one is your 3. Distance will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. Displacement means what will write, beta? Displacement will be equal to how much? Can you tell me? 1 minus 2 plus 3. Okay, now?
1 plus 3 minus 2 రాయకూడదు, sir.
See, above the principal axis, 1 is positive, 3 is positive. 2 is negative, gada, below the axis.
అదే సార్, అంటే 1 3 ప్లస్ చేసి దాంట్లో నుంచి మైనస్ చేయకూడదని.
Yeah, 1 and 3 we can add, and whatever result you get, subtract it with your minus 2. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Sure. See this question. If I say that a particle starts moving with acceleration 2 meter per second square. Okay, I need to calculate distance. Distance traveled by it in 5th half second. In the 5th half second is, go on, try. Good question. A particle starts moving with an acceleration of 2 meter per second. Nothing is been given. Starting another kabatti, it should be your initial position. So this is your initial position at t is equals to 0. Okay. Distance traveled by it in the 5th half second. That means from here to here, t is equals to 1, and t is equals to 2, t is equals to 3, t is equals to 4. This one will be t is equals to 5. Okay. Is asking in what time, beta? 5 by 2. 5 by 2. That means to go from t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 2 seconds. What is the time taken? I'll tell you like this in the rules. Read the question carefully once again. A particle starts moving with an acceleration of 2 meters per second. Distance covered by it in the fifth half second is taking. Fifth half second means 5/2, isn't it? Fifth half second means what, beta? 5/2 only, no? 5/2 means how much? 2/5.
2.5.
2/5. It means displacement in your 2/5 seconds will be equal to, starting from the rest, half into a into t square, isn't it? So that will be equal to how much, Varmi? Half into 2 into time is 2.5 whole square. This two will get cancelled. So this will be equal to 6.25. So displacement in your 2.56 is this much, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then tell me what will be the distance traveled. Displacement in 2.5 minus distance traveled in 2 seconds. అంతే కదా? n minus 1.
సార్ అక్కడ రెండోది 2 కరెక్ట్గా S2 ఎలా తీసుకున్నారు?
మరి అంతే కదా, 2.5 seconds అంటే, see from here. If I'm going from here, t is equals to 0. Then t is equals to half second. Then t is equals to 1 second. Then t is equals to 1 plus 1/2, 3/2 second. Then t is equals to 3/2 plus 1/2, and this will become 2 second. దాని తర్వాత 2 plus 1/2, అంటే this time will become how much for me, beta? 5/2. So displacement we need in this one only, na? We need this one. That means this total minus this one will give me the displacement.
Okay.
Antena?
అంతే సార్.
Okay. So that is the reason 2.5 minus of your 2. Clear?
Clear, sir.
6.25 minus distance traveled in 2 seconds and then half into a into t square. That is 6.25 minus half into acceleration is how much? 2 into your 2 square. That is nothing but 4. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So 6.25 minus 2 square is 4. That means this will become for me 2.25 meter. Very good question. Clear?
Yes, clear, sir.
2.25 meter, not 4 point meter. Sir, explain once again. Okay. See, the particle is starting moving with an acceleration 2 meters per second. Is asking the distance it traveled by it in the fifth half second. Fifth half second means I'm starting, see, t is equal to 0. Then in half second, I have been come to here right now. Then next half second, half plus half 1, I have come to this position. Then 1 plus 1/2, 3/2, I have come to this position. 3/2 plus 1/2, I have come to this position. This is 2 seconds. Then 2 plus 1/2, that is equals to 5/2. 5/2 is nothing but means what? Fifth half second only, na? Fifth half second only, na? 5/2 is nothing but what? Fifth half seconds. So distance it traveled. The particle, the distance it traveled by it in the fifth half second is asking. Okay? Sure. See this question. the velocity of train, the velocity of your train increases uniformly from 20 kilometer per hour to 60 kilometer per hour. I hope everyone knows how to convert the kilometers to meters, beta.
5 into 8, sir.
Yeah. Now tell me the distance traveled by the train during this period. Come on, try to do it. I'll give the options. Options are in kilometers only, beta. 160 kilometers, 180 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and fourth one is 120 kilometers. Come on, try to do it. The velocity of the train is increasing uniformly. Uniformly means V is equals to U plus AT I can use. From 20 kilometer to your 60 kilometer. That means initial velocity is 60. So U is equals to 20, sorry. V is equals to 60. That means 60 is equals to U is 20 plus acceleration is constant in how much time, beta? Velocity of the train uniformly from 20 to 60. The distance it traveled by this period of the time will be equal to, some data is missing. The velocity of the train increases uniformly from 20 kilometer per hour to 60 kilometer per hour in 4 hours, better. Time is given for me. In 4 hours. In 4 hours. Okay. The distance traveled by the train during this period will be equal to how much? Clear? Chalo. So what will be the acceleration, beta? T means 4 seconds. So this will be equal to how much for me? How much I'm getting acceleration, beta?
10
is equals to 4a. 4 ones are 4 tens are. That means acceleration will be equal to 10 kilometer per second per hour. Everything is in the kilometers only. Then what is asking? Distance traveled by the train during this period. That means I can use the relation V square minus U square is equals to 2a into S. So this one is 60 whole square minus 20 whole square is equals to 2. Acceleration is 10 into S. 6 6 are 36. That is 3600 minus 400 is equals to 20 into your S. 1 0 1 0 1 0 will get cancelled. So this will be equal to how much, beta? S will be equal to how much? Still it will be going right now. 2 ones are 2
160, sir.
20. Yeah. This will become how much for me, beta?
160.
160. So S is equals to 180 minus 20. That will be equal to 160. 160 meters will be the answer. Clear?
Clear.
Very good. Make sure that this chapter you have been done with only the numericals a lot and directly standard formula based. Don't go with a very high level type of questions based on this topic. It will be waste of your time and you will be literally, you can't do the questions related to that one. So make sure that you first concentrate on some of the basic questions and try to complete the PYQs compulsorily once.
సార్ ఈ లెసన్ లో టాపిక్స్ ఇంతనా లేకపోతే అయిపోయిందా? లెసన్ అయిపోయిందా లేకపోతే ఏంటి సార్ ఇది? లెసన్ ఇంకా ఉందా అయిపోయిందా సార్? లేకపోతే మనం రేపు కూడా న్యూమరికల్స్ చేస్తామా?
ఏమన్నా
అదే సార్ లెసన్ ఇంకా ఉందా అయిపోయిందా సార్ ఇది?
ఇప్పుడే కదా స్టార్ట్ చేసింది, ఇంకా మోషన్ గ్రావిటీ కూడా చేయాలి కదా.
ఓకే సార్.
Motion and gravity kuda cheyala. We need to do the motion and the gravity part of relation after this. Then we'll try to do some numericals again on this one. This week completely again we'll be doing this part only. Up to another 2-3 days we are having kinematics only.
ఓకే సార్.
Any doubt to anyone? Varunya, Nandini, Isasri. Okay. We'll try to do the numericals based on these basics again in the tomorrow session of a class beta. So please try to get revised with the basic distance displacement formulas and basic equations of uniformly accelerated motion. And we'll start with the motion and gravity tomorrow after doing some standard questions related to that one and some good PYQs asked in the previous NEET question papers. Okay. Take care, beta. Bye.